Well, I'm Peter Ford, former British ambassador to Syria and Bahrain, and former special ambassador for UNRWA, the UN Agency for Palestine Refugees, and more recently, campaigner for Syria, and most recently of all, campaigner for George Galloway and the Workers' Party of Britain.
So give us an update on what's happening with the Workers' Party right now, because I know George lost his seat in the election. What's happening now with the party?
We're regrouping. We didn't do brilliantly in the general election, but we did quite well. We got almost 250,000 votes nationwide, which made us the 6th biggest nationwide party, and that from a standing start wasn't bad at all, especially when we were given no time to prepare. But we put 150 candidates in the field. So building on that, we're now trying to establish more the branch network. We're opening just next week a new regional office in Rochdale. We've not given up on Rochdale, and given half a chance, we'll be back in there. Certainly at the local council election level, as every by-election comes forward, we're putting candidates in there, and that's our focus at the moment, to build up the grassroots, but to be ready if the Grim Reaper, God forbid, takes away one of our beloved MPs, we'll be in there like a shot to contest any by-election where we might stand a chance.
Okay, and can I ask you about, obviously you campaign a lot on the Palestine issue. Are you worried about Zionist influences controlling our politicians in this country?
Absolutely. I would say this is arguably our biggest challenge as a party. We're in the gun sights of the lobby. They do everything possible to undermine us. We know that they have immense influence inside the security state and inside the government, inside the Labour Party. We are singled out as a threat to their activities, but this inspires us and keeps us going. We are not without resources of our own. As you know, George has his web of influence, particularly mother of all talk shows, and we're very active in social media generally.
And so, how's it going with George waking up?
Sorry, George?
George waking up.
Oh,
to all of the lockdown and everything with the New World Order?
Oh, I see, yes. Well, new issues have come forward, haven't they? George, to be fair to him, was waking up towards the end of the COVID wars already. He was particularly opposed to the later lockdowns. But new issues have come forward. God forbid we ever have a rerun of the COVID wars, but I don't have the slightest doubt which side George and the rest of the Workers' Party would be on. Many of us joined the Workers' Party from the wider freedom movement, and I think we've influenced it. There hasn't been a COVID war to resist, but there has been a lot of green politics to resist, and the Workers' Party has now, just in the last 12 months, become much more overtly and explicitly anti-green. The Greens are the biggest threat to the working class of this country, because they seduce many of the working class by pretending to adopt left-wing policies, but for them it's just a vehicle to smuggle in green absurdities and destruction of industry. But we know who our enemies now. And we have them in our gun sight. We are the most anti-net zero party, offering its wares to the British voting public.
Beautiful. And how have you enjoyed it being down here at this UK column event?
It's fantastically invigorating. I'm blown over by how many people have come here and paid to come. The level of support is immense. Although I saw a lot of placards for UK column during the COVID marches, I hadn't realised quite how much support they had, and it's really a bit like old times, meeting people I marched with and now campaign with.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much, Peter.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. Join our Patreon and get access to exclusive behind-the-scenes content. You can see everything behind the scenes.
We're talking about mobile phones and how dangerous they are.
Our podcasts, our guests, and any other bits that we pick up along the way that we don't put on the main channel. You can also see any bits that we do with Defiance Records. So please do support us and just help us do what we do, and thanks to everyone who does support us. But yeah, we could do with more help. Please do join us. Consider coming down to our upcoming Resistance GB Live. You can meet the guests, you can engage. We've got Kate Chemrani supported by fantastic freedom band Whom by Fire. It's Thursday, 31st of October, down at Finsbury Park's The Night Owl. Doors open 5:30. We'll see you there.